All right. Okay, guys. Hey, it's Noetic Justice. Welcome back to my channel. I know it has been since ever that I posted like a year ago. I've been ignoring it, to be honest, but I've been really guided to continue on this journey of posting tarot readings to YouTube. So something kind of lit the fire, and here I am. Anywho, I hope that you've been doing well. And just to let you know that my plan is to be more consistent, of course, but I actually have a plan this time. So doing the individual sign readings was really hard for me. It was very draining. So I've decided that what's best is for me to do weekly collective readings, and then weekly like element readings, and then once a month I will do a reading specific for the sign whose season it is. So like right now is Taurus, right? So I would do one for Taurus. I am going to start out with the Justice Squad reading, which is just a general collective reading. Thank you so much for being here. And before I get started, I just want to remind you that this is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate. If it doesn't resonate, sorry about your bad luck, Chief. But seriously, I hope that I'm able to help you in some way, form, or fashion. Okay, so what else do I say? Oh yeah, I pre-shuffle all my cards. I do shuffle them occasionally during the readings as I'm led to do, but they do all start out upright. So let's get started. Okay, so this is the Elemental Oracle deck. I will be using this to get the overall message or energy that you're in at the time, okay? Alright, I just like to shuffle a little on camera so that, I don't know, it's just what I do. Anyways, I hope you can hear me okay. I'm going to be working with the angle. Any feedback is greatly appreciated, and if I haven't told you already, thank you so much for being here. Alright, so collective, Justice Squad, whoever's meant to hear this, messages, whatever, let's get into it. Alright, what is the overall energy for the Justice Squad right now? Whenever I was getting ready for the reading, I just got the message, seeing through the stars. I have no idea what that means, but there's something about seeing through the stars. Okay, so the card that came out is number 11. It's a fire element card, and Hearth is the name of it, comfort. You're very at ease about something. You're comfortable in what you're doing. I just heard you feel comfortable in your skin. That's good, okay? Something is balanced. The warmth of the fire, it's like a warm, cozy feeling. You feel very warm and cozy. It feels like you're in your niche, like you're fully in your element. But it's something that you've worked for in a way, I heard. It's like when you get home from a long day and you just feel like fully, like you get this sigh of relief from being at home. Or it could be the people you're around, your animals, if you have them, pets, could be important. There's something interesting to me though about this baby being like dressed up like he's wearing a bow tie. I don't know, it seems very like fancy. Maybe you're comforted by like the nicer things in life. There's something about that. Or you've worked really hard to get where you are, whether that be within yourself or with like your surroundings, right? There's something, I don't know, about working hard to have comfort that just keeps coming to me. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to read from the book here. Number 11. Alright. Okay, it says, take some time out to rest and regenerate. Know what makes you comfortable. Keep the home fires burning. Create a peaceful and beautiful home life. Nourishing the mind, body, and spirit is important at this time, and you need to focus on your inner life. Yeah, at the very end it's saying In these busy times, it is important to focus on a place where you can feel safe and comfortable. While many of us don't have a literal hearth, the home, whatever that is, should be a place created to inspire peace and nourishment. Something too about having a clean environment, rearranging your room. There's something about clutter. You need to get rid of the clutter, collective. Something about giving it to people in need. But it's creating your own space for yourself even. It could just be like making time for yourself, right? To focus on yourself. There could be a lot going on around you. You could be very stressed out about something. But you really need to take some like downtime, quiet time, unplugged, I just heard. Home is where the heart is. But you need to rest. There's something too about rest. Okay, let's continue on. Alright, so now I'm going to get a card that's in your strength position. What is your strength, collective? Let's see, what's your strength? Okay, that was fast. This is the Empress card. Number 3. Home is where the heart is. Her heart chakra is all the way lit up. And she seems very, like, to herself, calm, peaceful. There's something about woosah. Yeah, you need to find like your happy place, your safe place. Your strength is that you're able to draw things to you. You're able to follow your heart. Something about gratitude. Also something about gardening. It's like you're creating something. You're very fertile right now. You have a fertile foundation, I just heard. Your home is your foundation. There's something about you and your inner strength and the beauty that you hold in your soul, in your heart, that it's like you glow, but you bring things to you. It's like things are attracted to you because of your soul's beauty. But there's something that's you're bringing change. That's grounded. It's like you're very grounded right now. That's what I'm getting. Your strength is that you're grounded and you're able to manifest things. Your ideas are fertile, like they will take root. There's something about taking root. Okay, this is what's in your weakness, what's unseen to you. World card. This change that you're bringing, it's like it's a big, huge deal. There's something about closure as well. Maybe you're changing some habit, a habit that you've had for a long time that's not necessarily healthy for you. And you're bringing it home. Something's being brought close to home. It's like very close to home. But it's something that's like, I don't want to say it's out of your control, right? But there's something about worrying about what the world will think. There's something about that, because this is like your weakness or what's unseen to you, right? The effect that it's going to have, seeing through the stars. It looks like she's looking through the stars, right? But like she's part of the stars. I don't know. It's hard for me to put my finger on something. Something is misplaced. Whenever you're making this change, something is going to be misplaced. You're going to have to sacrifice something. That's kind of how it works, right? To be balanced. It's like when we gain something, we sacrifice something else usually. This also could be like your inner world. What you do internally is affecting your outer world. You may not realize how much or how significant something is that you're doing. It might seem like a very small change, but it's going to bring huge like changes from that. Like you taking a small step forward is going to bring something full circle, I just heard. You're going to be able to complete the level. Okay? You're like completing. There's something that's completing. Complete abundance, I just heard. You're completing a cycle. The fertility card, there's something about a cycle that's coming to a close. And you're going to be on like a new cycle. What used to bring you comfort no longer will. There's something about that. I keep getting something about food. Like if you're someone who eats like really unhealthily, right? You're going to start making a small change. This is just an example. You're going to start making small changes and it's going to turn into a huge change. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to keep going. That was all I had for that. Alright, let's see what's in your sword energy, collective. Justice squad. What's in the scored? Okay, that's different. Scored energy. Okay, what's in your sword energy? What's in your sword energy? I have to say too, with the fertility card and the baby, there could be something about a baby, adoption, something like that. Even with the pet, right? Like you could be adopting a pet. There's something that's like a big deal. All dressed up and nowhere to go, I just heard. Something about getting dressed every day, like in day clothes. It's like your inner light is shining through. Seeing through the stars. I keep hearing that. Whoa. Okay. 2 cards came out, so you got the 7 of Pentacles, patience and planning, and the Star card came out in reverse. Honestly, I don't read cards in reverse. It to me just means that you have to put extra energy towards something. Okay? It's the Star card. I think I said that already. So this is in your sword energy. This is in your thoughts and communication. You're bringing hope to a situation. It's like something that you had no hope. Like you feel like maybe this is something you've been trying to get over or trying to change. You know, for yourself, trying. But you feel like no matter how much patience and planning you have, you think that patience and planning is all you need. There's something about that. You have to take action. You can be patient with yourself, which is good, and be patient with the outcome, right? Because we don't get results overnight. That's not usually how it works. It's something like that's slow to come. It's going to take time. I just heard it didn't take one night for you to get where you are. It's going to take time. There's something about that. Like you're hoping for like instant gratification. You'll get that, but you need to like lower the goalpost in terms of be grateful for like the small steps. Celebrate the small steps, I just heard. Because if you can stay consistent and stay hopeful, like there's light at the end of the tunnel. This too shall pass. It's almost like you've done all the planning you can do. Now it's time for you to put the action and be patient with yourself and others, I just heard. Be patient with the process. But even when you lose hope or when you feel like you lose motivation, there's something about that. Do it anyway. Yeah, do it anyway. Let me move this down. Yeah, I'll just put it like this. Do it anyway. There's something about waiting for the right moment. The right moment's like now. There's never going to be the perfect moment. You can start at any time, I just heard. Just start. Even if you're not hopeful of the situation right now, since this came out in the reverse, it's like, do it anyway. There's something about that. Like, you're hesitant. You're sitting back and watching others do whatever this is, or change in some sort of way, make changes. But there's something about you not thinking you can do it. You just making the small first step is going to be like, the first step is the hardest, I just heard. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. I just heard that too. Don't give up. Yeah. Don't give up, even if you falter, right? You're not perfect. The only thing you're perfect at is being imperfect, okay? There's something about that. Don't just like totally, if you falter, right? Don't look at it as a failure. Look at it as a lesson. If there's something that you need to hold on to, the hope of something. Being hopeful is so important in my opinion. Like, but it's going to be healing. If there's something that's healing your inner child by you making this change, whether, I mean, it could be something small, it could be something big, it just feels like it's going to have, there's big ramifications. Like, it's time. There's something about that. The timing is very important. But like, you need to just go ahead and start now, and the pieces will fall into place, I just heard. Okay, let's keep going. What's in your wand energy, collective? What's in your wand energy? Whoa, that's way too much. I'm just gonna show you these and then I'll put them back and I'll get another card, because that was just like bleh. It was scattered. There's something you're grieving. You're trying to like move past it really fast and bury it, I heard. It's like it's holding your heart captive, but you need to like deal with the emotions. You're grieving the loss of something, the loss of who you used to be. There's something about that you're just trying to like sail over. Like I said, bury. That I keep hearing that, bury. Maybe you need to bury your emotions about something because you're sabotaging yourself with your emotions. You're like letting your emotions get in the way of something, in the way of yourself, I just heard. Stop beating yourself up over things you have no control over, or things that happened in the past. You need to move forward in a positive way. Yeah, remaining positive. There's someone that's a negative Nancy. Could be you, could be someone around you. Like, if we don't deal with our grief, our emotional losses, they will come back to bite us in the butt. Like, it will come back. Something can resurface lots of times. Some things will never fully like heal. Like, it's gonna hurt you anytime you think about it. There's something about that, but it gets less. There's something about wallowing in self-pity. Yeah, now that you need to move positively towards. You need to understand, take a look and be like, why am I doing this? You're your own worst enemy. There's something about that. You're holding on to something that's like self-created, self-thought, something that you allow to penetrate your heart that's not the truth. There's nothing you can do about your past. It's only what can you do to change that now, right? And like I said, faltering, you could go back to old habits. There's something about that. But you need to like acknowledge it for what it is and realize that that's just weighing you down. You need to work through your emotions. There's something about that stifling. Because you holding on to the negativity is not going to help you propel forward unless you use it as a tool to do so, right? Like, I could sit here all day and be like, oh, well, this happened, and oh, that happened, and this and that. Or, oh, I chose to do this horrible thing back in the day, so I'm going to hold on to that because I'm a bad person and I don't deserve better. And it's like a subconscious almost, but it's like negative self-talk. But it's become like your belief about something. And it's not true unless you're still doing that thing, right? Whatever it was. Yeah, there's something about that. Okay, let's try again. What's going on in your wand energy collective? What's going on in your wand energy? This card wants to come out, so we'll take it. Temperance card. It says patience. Yeah. Again, patience. Be patient with yourself. Trust the process. Again, it's like instant gratification. You can get that from like making the step and doing that for yourself, right? But there's really something, okay, I keep hearing about plants. There's something about vegetation or like herbs. Something with plants. It's like she has a tree as part of her hair. There's leaves falling. It gets the right time to plant something. There's a blossom here. Like, this did not flower overnight. It didn't bloom overnight, right? There's something you're going to have to keep showing up for yourself every day. You're going to have to make yourself do something you might not feel like doing every day. Maybe it's hard for you to form habits. I don't know, maybe you have ADHD or something like that, right? But there's something that you're going to have to like do even when you don't want to. And have the patience to know that it will eventually become a habit. It will eventually become second nature. You will learn to love something that maybe you don't like doing right now. Like I said with the food earlier, maybe you've been eating unhealthy and you start to make different changes. Just make one healthier choice a day to start if you have to, right? But be patient with yourself. The change is coming. But you have to enact the change. There's something too about the patience and planning keeps coming to me. It's like you're overcomplicating something. Something is not as like complex as you're making it out in your mind. It's a very simple thing. Simple doesn't mean easy, by the way, right? Just because it's simple doesn't mean it's easy. It's just simple. Like, there's something that's very like black and white. The color purple could be very significant. There's something about your blood flow or something. I usually don't get medical stuff, so, you know, these are just the messages coming through. But there's something about like your circulation. Circulation, the heart. There's something about that. You could have like high blood pressure or low blood pressure. I was feeling more like high blood pressure though. But with the purple, it's like, breathe. Don't hold your breath. Yeah. It's like you're expecting something to be like instantaneous. And like it's not going to be. It's going to take you a while to build this, right? Whatever this is. You know what it is, okay? It's going to take a while to build something, but it's going to be worth it in the end. There's something here about that. Like, look, this column is completed. This column is just drawn. It's not completed quite yet. You've overcome a lot already. Like, you've already made lots of changes. This is what I'm getting. You've already made a lot of changes in all these other areas of your life, but maybe there's just like one specific area, or like a few, meaning like 1 to 3 specific areas in your life that you haven't fully like overcome or addressed fully. There is something about that. Again, with the cycles, something's coming to like fruition, I heard, but there's like some kind of completion of something. Seeing through the stars. I have no idea what that means, but I keep hearing it. Something about your fire burning bright. But yeah, it's like the timing. There's something about timing. I keep getting timing. With the leaves falling, it's like, I don't know. There's stars on this side, day and night. Day and night. You have to be consistent. Maybe during the day, it's hard for you to do something, but at night you can. That's weird. Or the opposite way around. I don't know, dude. I'm like getting so many messages right now, it's all convoluted. But it's like you're prepared to make these changes now, or to address the final aspects of your life that you haven't taken the time to do. That could have been what the rushing through emotional loss, it's like you're not taking the time for yourself. And you're using like outside circumstances as an excuse, I heard, to not do something. When you have full control over how you react to things and what you choose to do. The circumstances could be extenuating, I just heard. But when there's a will, there's a way. Stop looking for the quick fix. There's not like a magic pill for this. It's something that you're going to have to address on your own. Like you're responsible for this changing, okay. This change that you're making. Stop relying on external influences. You need to do what's right for you and what's best for you. You have a fire in your belly, I just heard. Something has sparked something in you. Spark. And you need to take action on that. Again, it's something simple. It's not something that's like really hard, like complex. I mean, it's like there's nothing more for you to figure out, is what I'm trying to say. Like you already know what you need to do. Just do it. I'm not trying to be harsh, collective. It's just how it's coming out. Okay, well, this is what is in your Pentacle energy. It's the Three of Swords. Something about people are being mean with their words to you. You're tearing yourself down. It's something that's very real. Maybe you've been bullied about this. You're bullying yourself. Maybe there's loss in your finances right now. Maybe there's fear of that. There's something that's like it's like a fast burn, a quick burn. It's like, oof. They have they're looking down. And then they're looking like straight at us, right? Take yourself with a grain of salt, I just heard. You really need to stop being so harsh on yourself, dude. There's something about that. Like you don't feel you're worthy or something. Again, that came up earlier. You're sabotaging yourself because you're in your own way. It's like you're focused on the wrong thing. There you go. You're focused on the wrong thing. Unless you're using your pain as a motivator, it's not helping you. It's like making things worse, making things harder. 3 significant, like bam, bam, bam. It's like something had back to back to back. There's something about that, dude. I'll get more information in a little bit, okay? We're going to go to the next spot. Okay, what's in your cup energy, collective? This reminds me of like, oh, poor me. That's what it feels like. Are you doing that wallowing thing that we talked about earlier? Too many, way too many. I'll show you the cards and then I'll get another one. So you have the 9 of Wands, spiritual strength, sacrifice, which is the Hanged Man in this deck. Well, it's the Hanged, yeah. The 3 of Cups and the 3 of Wands. And this is what's in your emotional energy. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. That's literally what I just heard. It's like you give all your, it's like you're giving all your strength to other people or something like that. Someone's pulling you through the mud, I just heard. You're focused on the wrong thing. Your emotions feel like all over the place. Okay. That, I don't know. That felt really weird. I'm just saying, I don't know why. It just felt weird. Okay, let's try again. What's in your cup energy? Can I get a card for the collective for their cup energy? What's in your cup energy? High Priestess card, intuition. Again, seeing through the stars. Her eyes are closed, but it looks like she's looking through the stars, but she's seeing through the stars. There's something about that. You have a lot of major arcana in your reading. You have the Star card, the Empress, Temperance card, and the High Priestess card. You need to follow your knowing. And look, I looked, so I'm going to show you. It's the 7 of Cups. You need to follow your knowing in this. Again, you know already. It's like you already know what you need to do. Follow that. Blindly, I just heard. I usually would not give that. Do not follow. I mean, following your heart blindly sometimes is really not the best, as we need to use logic with it as well, right? Or we can end up getting hurt. Or like hurting ourselves. But there's something you have, like this deep, you know all too well is what I just heard. You have this deep understanding, this deep knowing about something. You're missing the forest for the trees. Okay. You need to look at the bigger picture too. The bigger picture. The choices you make now are going to affect your future, right? Like we all know that. Okay? Just like the choices in our past that maybe we're not so proud of, they did help mold us, like mold our future. There's something about sliding doors. You're going to regret not following your own path if you choose not to. The longer you wait to do something, the harder it's going to be. The sooner you start, the more the easier you'll get used to it. There's something about that. It's not going to get easier by you waiting any longer. Even if you don't necessarily feel like you're good enough or the situation feels hopeless to you, it's because you're not taking the action, dude. That's why. You'll gain hope by taking the actions on your plans and being patient with yourself. Let other people around you say whatever they want to say. It matters not. Let them. But you don't have to take that into your heart either, because you know the truth. So what they say, that could be someone's name, I don't know. What they say does not matter. At the end of the day, are you happy with it? Is it what you want to do? Is it bettering you? Is it bettering those around you because you're better? Right? Are you taking steps towards something that's like healthy, that's a positive movement? Then F them. That's what I just heard, F them. You have to stand your ground and not allow other people's negativity to penetrate you, because that's what's going to bring you down and make you feel like you're not ready for something. You're past the point of being ready, but now is the time, right? No judgment. I'm just saying there's something really important about you just taking the first step. Like, I'm getting annoyed and I feel this annoyed feeling. That's how you feel about yourself, and you allow it to bring you down. You're like frustrated. Maybe you thought that people were going to take this like differently, or they were going to be like hoorah and have your back, but they don't. This is something that you're going to have to proceed with regardless of everyone else, because it's something for you to lengthen your life, to make you healthier. There's something seriously about that. It's your own comfort, your own security within yourself. Please don't allow other people to deter you from your own path, dude. Because what's the point of that? You're still going to be knowing the path you're supposed to be on, and you not taking the steps towards that is just going to frustrate you more and make you feel like you don't deserve things, or like it's hopeless because you can't do it. You can do it. The question is not if you can, the question is will you, but are you willing? Okay? And if the answer is yes, then be willing to do whatever it takes to achieve the goal that you're trying to achieve, or to overcome the obstacle that you've been trying to overcome for a very long time. Alright? Alright. Love you much. I'm just saying, sometimes we need that like in the butt, right? Okay. What happened in the recent past? Recent past for the collective. I'll put these like this because they're like together. I don't know, dude. It's just my own weirdness. Alright. Recent past for the collective. What happened in the recent past that's affecting the situation, this energy? What's up? There it is. Triumph. This is the Chariot. That's interesting. It's not giving me like the... How do I say this? It's like... It's so awkward to me. This hand always looks so awkward to me. It's like you tried to force victory in something. Again with the just like running away, running through. When we got the 8 of Wands and the 5 of Cups earlier, there's something about that. But it's something that's holding you back, that you're trying to just like pretend didn't happen. You have to acknowledge whatever it is that's at the root of something. Like, you need to address it in order to be victorious over it. You have a lot of major arcana in here. I'll get more information on that card too. Let's keep going. Can you give me... Okay. I was gonna say, can you give me a card for like recent, like coming up? Not recent, but future energy. There you go. Noetic. This is the Ace of Cups. I just heard self-love. Emotions are going to start pouring in, I just heard. You're going to have big emotion about something. Sorry. You're going to have big emotion about something soon. The same it's almost like, remember earlier I said people's, like what they say or how they act around you could be hurtful to this change that you're trying to make. It's just an extra challenge, dude. A lot of times when we make changes for ourselves, it makes the others around us very uncomfortable because they're used to us being a certain way, all right? And so when we start making changes, it kind of freaks them out sometimes, even if they're great for us, right? They're like, whoa, because sometimes it makes them feel a certain type of way about themselves, okay? And they project that onto us, onto you. Even if they want you to be victorious, it's like, it's uncomfortable for them too. Being successful could also feel uncomfortable to you. Like you're scared of success. There's something about that. Because you don't feel like you can hold on to it. You don't feel like you can keep up with yourself. You feel like you're going to burn out. Dude, you might. That's why it's important to like slow and steady wins the race, I just heard. Okay, let's see what other information we can get. I was trying to make this reading like shorter than usual, but sorry, not sorry. It's just, it is what it is. Okay, let's get some more information, yeah? Yeah. This is my OG deck. This is the first deck I ever got. It's just the Rider-Waite, but it's, I don't know. I love this deck. Okay. Let's see why is the Star card and the Seven of Pentacles in collective sword energy? Why is that here? Can you give me more information about that, please? What's going on over there? The sword energy. The star again. The star again. The star on top of the star. You need to like heal your thoughts. There's something about choosing your words wisely as well. What do you say to yourself? Okay? Again, negative Nancy just keeps coming back up. You need to pour into yourself. It's like you're healing yourself. So don't hurt yourself. Don't hold yourself back. You need to get out of your own way. There's something really about that. Getting out of your own way. Be vulnerable to yourself. Understand that I just heard expose. Exposing your wounds instead of hiding them will help you. There's something about that. Seeking therapy, doing a journaling. You need to get in touch with who you really are and bring hope back into the situation. Be patient with yourself. That just keeps coming back up. Know that not all plans are going to go to plan, right? Again, if you falter, it's okay. Seeing through the stars, there's light at the end of the tunnel. You need to focus on your end goal and not let anything else get in your way, including yourself. Just keep working towards it, day by day, right? Okay. Why is the three, well, why is the Three of Swords in the Pentacle energy? The Ten of Swords. Bro. 10 plus 3 is 13, 1 plus 3 is 4. There's something about healing Okay, but how many of these swords, like, that seems a little overkill, does it not? But how many swords did you just lay down and take the swords? Because that's what it feels like. It feels like you just gave up. Like, the hurt was too much. There's something about that. Don't just give up. Again, if you falter, it's okay. Dust yourself off and try again. You might not get it the first time, the 10th time, the 30th time. But don't just lay there and let people stab you in the back either. There's something about you standing up for yourself and really needing to let go of the past, dude. You need to work through something that you've been holding on to that's holding you down. It's very heavy. It's very, very heavy. There's nothing you can do about the past, okay, except make different choices today that don't end up giving you the same pain, heartache, and loss that you've had in the past. There's something about you just allowing the suffering I just heard. Something feels comfortable to you about being in pain. I get that. I used to have a fear of letting go of the pain because I didn't think I would know who I was without it. Alright, that could mean something to you. I had to let go of that fear. It's like I was accustomed to being in this painful energy, and I needed to let go of that. It's not comfortable anymore. Something about, like, you know, if you sit and poop, at first it's going to be real uncomfortable, right? But eventually get used to the poop to where when you get up and get cleaned, you're going to feel weird because you're not sitting in the poop anymore. I'm trying not to cuss, but for real, you need to get up out of the shit you're in. You're sitting in shit. I don't know. There's something about that. Again, with the clutter, the cleanliness of your home, that could be something you've struggled with. I understand that we can have mental health issues, right? I've dealt with those as well. I deal with them every day. Some days it's worse than others, but I've overcome a lot of that. But there's still areas I could work on, sure. Of course there is. There's something about you need to use your pain as a motivator, not as something like an excuse. There's something, though, that happened recently that made you see that you could be victorious over something. Hold on to that. Remember that. Look at the things that you've already overcome. We talked about that earlier, right? It's like there's just a few aspects of your life that you really need to, like, address that you haven't. Look at how far you've come, dude. You've come a long way from where you started. Don't allow these negative thoughts or the words of others or the words you speak to yourself. They need to be healing and full of hope. Don't lean into the pain of something unless, again, it's motivating you. But it doesn't feel like it motivates you. It feels like you allow it to hold you down, to pin you down. You need to focus on your fresh start and renewing your emotions about something. There's something seriously about gratitude as well. Be grateful for where you're at and stop focusing on all the negatives. Focus on the positives instead. The Three of Swords, because I'm showing you, is at the bottom of the deck. You've been through a lot. I get that. But again, look at where you're at. It could be so much worse. It really could be. And sure, it might take a lot of work to get out of whatever the situation is, or to get through it, or to address it, to overcome it. Okay? It could be that it's taking you, again, a very long time to get where you're at. But you're burdening yourself. You need to let that go. You know in your heart who you are, where you've been. People don't know that, right? They don't know our daily struggles, especially if we keep them inside, and most of us do. You need to rely on God. Forming a deeper relationship with God could really be helpful right now too. He will restore hope and faith in you. But God has been working on you for a long time. It's like you found God a long time ago. There's something about that where you're like restoring yourself, but I really don't like this. Give me another card. Like, what's up with this? how can they overcome this pain and sorrow, suffering that they have going on in their pinnacle energy? What's up with all these swords? Queen of Wands. Be confident. Again, be confident in who you are. That's what I just got. You have to be confident in who you are and take action towards what you want. You don't have bad luck. Dude, I look at black cats like they're good luck. Okay? It's something about your perception of something too. Again, with the flower, like blooming. You're blooming. There's something about that, but you can't bloom in the dark. I know that I think the lotus flower does, like it blooms in the mud or something like that, but this is like sunflower, a lily. It's something about that. It's your season, I just heard, okay? But that's how you're going to overcome this, is by not putting yourself down and by recognizing who you are and taking the action. I just heard you have everything you need. Again, you already know. There's something about that. But that's how you're going to overcome all this pain and suffering, is by finding your passion. Approach this with passion. Even if you have to like fake it till you make it, right? It's something maybe that you don't necessarily like want to do, or that's not comfortable for you to do. Be comfortable in being discomforted. What? Find comfort in the harshness? That's weird. You need to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. But you need to take action towards like the good things, not the bad. The positive in your life. There's something about that. Look to the future. Look to this, not to this pain. Look towards like the hope that you can have, the healing that's coming. Look forward to the future. And look, the Hierophant's at the bottom of the deck. That's the God card to me. Alright, let's see what's up with this Chariot in the recent past. Healing something. You took rest. Okay, there's something about resting on your laurels. I just heard that. It's time for you to take action. You did wonderful at resting and chilling, okay? But there's something now about, like, it's time for you to move forward. The healing aspect is, like, done in a way. Now you need to heal this other stuff that's going on. But it's like, again, this is something you're used to. It's something that you, like, have. Some things never fully heal. I'm sorry, I just don't think they do. I think that it gets like less of a less painful per se, but like the loss of someone, the loss of a loved one, like I don't feel like that pain fully ever goes away. There's something that it's like you've done all the healing you can do about one thing, and the next step is to heal this other thing that you've been putting off, or that you have yet to address, or the 1 to 3 things. There's something about that 1 to 3. It's like, oh, if I just got this under control. Well, you can, but you have to take the step towards that. It's time for you to take action. All right, what's the World card? Why is the World card in their weakness or unforeseen? 8 of Pentacles. You've been like, I just pictured like a horse, right, with the blinders on. Again, there's something you're blind to, because this isn't your unseen or your weakness. The world might not see how hard you've worked towards something. They don't need to. It's almost like I'm getting like you're looking for accolades from other people, or from other people to like give you cookies or like high fives or something like that. Sometimes we don't get that. It has to come from within ourselves. Or like it might take people a while to understand how hard you've worked on something, how much effort and energy you put into something. You might feel like you're at a loss because you've been trying to put effort and energy into something and it's not going according to plan, so you're losing hope in something. Keep going. change. There's something that you know you need to change. You know what it is. It could be very hard to get out of your routine about something, because this is what you're accustomed to doing. I just make this pinnacle. It's the same pinnacle. I make it all the time. I'm hard at work, right? But there's something that you need to change because it hasn't been working for you. But you're reluctant to do so. Your reluctancy is your weakness, collective. You need to grab the bull by the horns, I just said. Wow, I just heard. Someone could also be like trying to like tell you their way of doing something. It's not going to work for you, dude. It can help, sure, but it's like there's more than one way to skin a cat. Okay? There's more than one way to skin a cat. If something's not working right, change it. Try something different. Again, it's something simple. Like a small adjustment, a minor adjustment. There's something about that too. Alright, let's see why this Ace of Cups is here. Why is the Ace of Cups in the near future for the collective? Ace of Cups. Interesting. The King of Swords and the King of Cups. Mind over matter. Okay. Okay, this is what this just gave me. You need to bring your thoughts together with your emotions. There's something that's like mismatched. Take control. Like, it's matter of fact. It's very matter of fact. There's something that's matter of fact here about your emotions. You need to not let people see how much something is bothering you. There's something about that too. I just heard someone's taking your kindness for weakness or something like that. But this is like abrupt. You're in control of your thoughts. Your thoughts can breed emotion. Where are you putting your thoughts and emotions into? What are you doing? It feels like there's like a disconnect. Let me get one more. This could also be because you're taking control over your emotions and your thoughts. And that could be why this cup right here of self-love starts to flow. Because you're not going to let your emotions and thoughts dictate you like that anymore, like in a negative way. You're going to gain control. You're going to realize why you think the way you think and why you feel the way you feel. There's something about that. Let me get one more. What's this King of Cups, King of Swords for? What is this? Can you give me some clarifying information, please? Three of Pentacles. You're going to have to work towards doing that. Yeah, it's like bringing all the pieces together, I just heard. Nine of Pentacles was at the bottom of the deck. You're having to work with your emotions and your thoughts and your words, dude. What you're showing others. There's something about that. Strong opinions. Again, with the penetrating, there's something about what other people say or like how they view you, their opinions. There's something about that. Like they're critiquing you, criticism. Don't be too self-critical. Know your worth, know your truth, know how you truly feel. You do know all those things, so act on that. Maybe it's in small doses at first, okay? But once you tune into yourself, and see that you're the king on the throne. You're the king of your heart. You're the king of your words and thoughts. Yes, we have intrusive thoughts, sure, but what are you going to do with that, right? Protect yourself. You need to stand up for yourself too. But there's something about not letting your emotions get the best of you. That just keeps coming up to me. Don't let your emotions get the best of you, and don't let them dictate how you respond or what you think about, okay? Or the emotions or thoughts of others. You decide. No one else can decide. You decide that. No one else has that power over you unless you allow for them to have that. You have the power. It's in your hands, I just heard. This is all about you, boo-boo. Alright. Why is the Empress here? Why is the Empress in their strength? I just heard she don't know she's beautiful. You know that country song? She don't know she's beautiful. It's like there's something you don't think you can do or something like that. I keep getting that. Ooh, the moon came out reverse. You need to overcome your fears. Again, you're starting something new. You're fearful of it. You need to overcome your fears. Are these people just get kicked out, or are they going into the church, right? 5 of Pentacles. But that's the 6 together. This, what you're doing, overcoming your fears, right? Because it was like this. Overcoming your fears, something's going to come to light. Again, seeing through the stars. Something's going to come to light that's going to bring balance to your life, but you're bringing it to yourself. Stop being scared of your power. It's like you're scared of who you are in a way. Like you're diminishing yourself for others even. You could be like trying to diminish your light for the sake of others so they don't feel less than or something. That's the title card. Okay, it's a new chapter. You're writing your story. You don't need to diminish yourself for other people, dude. That's not beneficial to anyone, actually. Shine bright. I just heard shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like the diamond you are. Don't diminish yourself in the hopes of making others feel better about themselves. You need to embrace your strength, embrace your beauty, the beauty of your soul. I keep hearing that. You need to embrace that and stop putting yourself down or like in a sabotage. Stop sabotaging yourself. It's almost like, again, you don't feel like you deserve something. There's something like that. Or you feel like, oh, well, if I do this, then people are going to perceive me as perfect, and I want them to know that I've been through a lot, and like, this just is how I am now. Okay, fair, but not fair to you. So what? Again, who cares what they think? If they think, oh, she's just, or he, whatever, they're just hoity-toity, they just think they're the shit, right? They just think that they have it all together, they're put together, they're powerful, they're this, they're that. Who cares what other people think of you, dude? You cannot let that hold you back, because that's what it's going to do if you allow it. And then you're, again, just sabotaging yourself because you don't want people to look at you and see you like how you are. How do I explain this? It's like, let's say you have like really pretty teeth. You've got a lot of dental work done, okay? And your teeth used to be awful, and people tell you, oh, you have such beautiful teeth. Your teeth are so white. And you're like, oh yeah, well, but I have dentures or something like that. Instead of just saying thank you because you don't want them to feel less than. Dude, what even is that? No. You did the work. You had the work done because your teeth were bad because of things you put yourself through. For example, right? You didn't take care of yourself. Maybe you have some kind of issue, whatever. Just say thank you. And so what if they think, oh, well, they think they're better than me? I don't think that you think that, and I honestly don't think they think that either. But even if they do, that's for them to deal with. Don't diminish your light for the sake of others to feel better. bro. For real. Come on. And then I was going to pull on the intuition card. The devil. Yeah. Let's not do that. Sorry, it's out of focus. It's been holding you back. Liar! That's what I just heard. There's something about people not believing you, or like understanding how hard you've worked on something, or like where you came from. That's holding you back, dude. It's holding you hostage, I just heard. You need to break free from that. You know who you are, okay? You know where you've been, you know what you come from, you know what you've been through. The only other people who really know that are people who have been around for a long time and seen that, and then of course God. God knows who you truly are. Don't let the devil hold you down. Don't let the wickedness of others hold you down, or their weaknesses make you like diminish yourself. No one needs to know those things. You need to shine bright like a diamond, and you need to see through the stars. It's like something about wishing upon a star. Everything is not like, how do I explain this? I'm like getting it so many ways, and I feel like I'm just mumbly jumbly right now. You know it's time to let this go. You know it's time, like you're not in this toxicity anymore. People don't need to see like your demons. You're friends with your demons, I just heard. I don't know, that's weird. But it's like you've already fought all your demons, dude. It's like the demon that's left is like this weird, it's like the opposite of being vain or something. It's almost like, again, you're making yourself, you're tied to this energy because you're trying to diminish your light for the sake of others. Your light can help motivate others. It's something you've held on to for a very long time. There's this fear, again, the fear of you being as powerful as you are, of being as beautiful as you are, of all of that. That's what's holding you back, and you know it. You know it. It's like, it's okay to make people feel better about themselves, right? But don't do so by putting yourself down, or like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. It is a big deal how much you've gone through and how much you've been through. And people aren't going to know that. And again, who cares how they see you? You know the truth. That's been holding you back for a very long time. Okay, let me get an affirmation card and then I'll let you guys go, okay? So we're already like over an hour, so I'm sorry. It is what it is, right? Okay, let's get an affirmation card for the collective. Affirmation card for the collective. Good things to come. There are so many amazing things, amazing gifts coming my way. I can't see them now because I respect the general convention of not peeking under wrapping paper, but they will show up when the time is just right, and that's when I'll remember how much fun it is to be surprised. Again, you could be surprised at what this change that you're making brings, okay? Good things will come. But it's like, again, it's the timing of something. It's going to take time for the final result, or for you to reach the final goal. It's something it's not going to be like overnight thing. Alright? Okay, guys, I hope that this helped you in some way, form, or fashion. Again, thank you so much for being here. Anyways, any feedback is greatly appreciated in the comment section. And I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Love you. Bye. Peace.